On your left, located the south bank of the river, which is the target bank of our scenario. 2 kilometers in this way, located the 12th Air Defense Missile Regiment. On your right is north, which direction you came from. This area is only partially military training area. Our troops waited up to 10 tons, both land and water. We worked for 15 years, and come back from Ohio just weekly. So the Lost Atlantic Cooperation is looking back here at 93. And we are working tight together in different exercises.
Véleményem szerint az egyik legszervített, legjobb pontja a gyakorlat.
BDSM using a different meaning of this. Those big black balloons look like as a pontoon bridge, which is already set it up. I mean, this equipment called Sphera. There is another one called Pyramida. The Sphera is a lighter attached to each other and fixed and will be fixed for the river banks. The Pyramida is heavier and floating individually, so much harder to keep them aligned, which is really key about success of a decoy bridge. Connect them to each other. They could use even a single one as a ferry, which could hold up to 20 tons. Right now we are extending 2 of these pontoons, so it could be used as a 14 tons ferry. Now you could see a BTR-80 Alpha was entered the ferry and just stopped in the first portion of the ferry. For the next one you will see the BTR will be moving forward and have a hard brake, which is give the momentum for the ferry, so it is happening in purposefully. Fourteen tons to move a ferry.
Segíti azt, hogy a pomp elrugaszkodjon a parton. Itt is szeretném
A ferry that you could now see capable of carrying a 16 tons cargo. Engineers from the 37th Regiment Cape Vehicles of the Hungarian Defense Forces, the BTR-80 Alpha. You could recognize it's from the special turret shape and the disturbance from the nature as we could, so they need to put the ferry inside of that small piece, but they need some time. These pontoon elements, the engineers use BMK-130 motorboats that you already observed inside of the barrack. From these kind of pontoons, the engineers company capable to build 4 meters wide bridges with the 20 tons cargo capacity. Yesterday, till now, about a 15 centimeter was changed, so the engineers had to lower another one. So yesterday it was 8 river bay, but right now we have 9 of them. And yesterday, because of the bridge was shorter, the engineers were capable to move on the river by their hands from the end, but right now they have to use the grass one. And that's really the today we already prepared some, and they trained some, but that's really a new one. You could recognize on the half bridges, there are guys with a regular Hungarian uniform, and they have blue color around them as a working safety vest. And you could see the orange vest guys. Those young gentlemen came from the Ohio National Guard Engineer Company. This bridge will be 72 meters long at the same time. The first one had to pass into the river, the river bank, and it could be moved by the car. Yep. And just after the second half of the bridge will move. You could see a middle of the first pontoon, the first half bridge, the guy with 2 flags, the red and the yellow one. That's the common language of the bridge, which everyone understands. Going up and down by the river and doing the side-by-side plan. Yeah. unfortunately, we can't show you a movie. Those are the real training event for them. And I'm almost sure that two fine gentlemen in the behind the middle of the beach 2 weeks ago, they were trained on Booster and early because they are Ohio National Guard. They work for the police forces, but right now they're connecting the bridge with girl, which is probably quite unusual for them. Now they're looking up. When they're going around, that's the motion that they need to connect them to the hard bridges. Now, the two hard bridges is connected already. And then both sides and base, they start to lower the ramps. This bridge is really picky about the water level. Under the end bay, it's supposed to be at least 60 centimeters of water, but they have to lower the ramp, and at least half of them is supposed to be on the ground. Otherwise, when the strikers or any heavy equipment crossing the bridge is making some huge waves, and it will be much harder to cross it. When the engineers connected the two half sections, they fixed the bridge with ropes and anchors that you could observe right now. From the river side and the river bed. The last moment of the installation of the pontoon bridge, the load test by a 20 tons crash truck. After the test, the bridge is mission ready. In a real life situation, this exercise is a training event, and we are trying to do as realistic as possible, but of course, one of the main concerns of the commander is safety. You could observe different safety measures, such as if any technical move on the water, a same size safety vehicle and a high readiness. For example, if the PTSM engine stops, we need another one to drag it back. You could see a small Zodiac rubber boat with divers. Their responsibility to help anyone if they fell into the water. Now the soldier was rescued, so the guys who got build or the soldiers who got build the bridge, they are leaving the bridge. The first vehicle which is crossing the bridge will be a BTR-80, the smaller version of the previous Sea Alpha. And he's a part of the force protection element. And a part of this force protection element attached an AD element which is crossing the bridge right now. At this particular case, the Atlas type air defense missile launcher with two missile rockets on the bridge. The fire control system of the Atlas could spot aerial vehicles from 25 kilometers, and the missile could destroy them from 6 kilometers. This bridge could be used only in one direction at a time. The vehicles need to keep at least 30 meters distance between each other. Both ends of the bridge, there are two recovery vehicles. Their duty is to tow out any stopped vehicles from the bridge. It's not a striker, they are for the Slovenian. Oh, yeah, sorry. After the BTR and the Atlas, here comes the Slovenian platoon. They are part of the force protection measures as well. When the Slovenian will cross the bridge, they will be setting up a perimeter on the other side of the river crossing exercise vehicles. Those vehicles probably is the heaviest today. They will crossing the bridge. And because of they start to use another piece of from the bridge, so the bridge was a little bit bigger today than yesterday. The drivers have a much easier way to moving down for the bridge.
Ez az egész.